Guess who's back from vacation, baby? That's right, man. That's where I've been. I've been on vacay. Where to? You'll find out next week. That's when I'll make my video. It'll be a two-parter because there's two reasons why I went on this vacation. And it was a very first time experience for me. Very special. But I'm not here to really talk about that. I'm here to talk about KamiErabi God app. Episode 6 and 7. I know, right? Well, I did miss an entire week's worth of anime of reviewing it. I did watch it, I just didn't review it because I was, vacation. And this anime, it's episode 6 felt like it was not that important. Very unnecessary, I guess, filler. Only showing the dangers of Goro's powers. The more power he uses, the higher chance that the karma will affect him. He gets a misfortune on himself where pretty much bad things happen to him. Like last time, someone thought he did something creepy, so he's hated upon everyone. His mom, you don't even see the mom anymore in the picture. It's just him. But you did know his little things. When you first see his room, it's messy, it's cluttered, it's gloomy. Surprisingly enough, in this god-killing game, you have his room in the atmosphere of it changing. It's starting to get cleaner, the lights are starting to get brighter. It's very interesting after losing your best friend and seeing other people die. And even though the power you use, if you use it incorrectly, can cause you great misfortune, he seems to be brighter than he was before. Before then, he was just an empty shell. Now look at him. I know, right? Who thought all it took was him being in a god-killing game in order for him to have some sort of positive change over his life, whether it's for the better or for the worse. Now, the episode dealt with someone who decided themselves continuing on as an idol that off themselves and showing not to take vengeance before because that's not what the idol would do. And I guess the lesson is that just because you're talented something doesn't mean you should do it if you don't have the guts to do it. Being an idol, if you're good at singing and posting and dancing, if you don't have what it takes to endure what they have to go through on a daily basis, it's probably best for you not to be in that sort of situation. So that's pretty much what I got from the episode. Episode 6 wasn't much. Now, episode 7, however, completely different story. You really see Honoka's point of view and what she has done to get where she's at, and explaining why she has her kind of power. Seeing what she went through, how I guess the brother somehow died and the parents blamed her, so in order to preserve this child, even though they have some sort of malice towards her, they gave her a bunch of rules that she followed, but those rules were taken from her mind to the point where she offed her parents, dude. She offed her freaking parents. And she wants to become a god to bring back her brother, and so they can be happy. And what sucks is the death of Science Girl. I mean, really? I kinda knew Science Girl was the masked person that we saw way earlier in the show, because when you watch the opening, it shows their colors of who they are, so it makes sense. What sucks is how she died without us knowing much about her. Science Girl felt like she was supposed to be this secret boss, one with this attentions that's completely different from the main antagonist, you would say, because she acted goofy and foolish, but she knew everything what was going on. Usually that kind of character in a Japanese story usually is a secret boss or the final boss when it comes to that stuff. All the time, you got Sho, you got Hazuma, you got Kefka, and the list goes on of these kind of bosses. Even Zigbarg. Zigbarg from Kingdom Hearts was pretty much a very goofy character, But then turns out there's a lot more to him than meets the eye, which I was right. Since I was a kid, I knew something was going to get Zigbar. But not about that. Because Kingdom Hearts will be here all day. And again, because Yoko Takaro will be here all day. And now this episode, when they were talking about parallel universes, the Dragoneer fans came out of the woodwork. Said, oh snap, could this be some fancy? No, it has nothing to do with Dragoneer. Nothing to do with Dragoneer. Don't compare it to. This is his own work. Y'all act like Yoko hasn't done anything outside of freaking Dragoneer, okay? He doesn't send no Alice. He does Thou Shalt Not Die. And now he's doing this, okay? He's done things outside. He's allowed to talk about parallel universes without having anything to do with Dragoneer, okay? Let him have his peace. So, yes, what she was discussing was a parallel world where she can interact with her past and see if she can change things. And at first it felt like that Science Girl was about to join, at least be an underling for Hanukkah, but she got off it quickly. Like, really, man? Really? Like, yo, how is it supposed to be 2 seasons if you're offing everybody unless something happens second season? It's completely different. That really, really sucks, man. She was my most interesting character. Sheesh. Man, I'm sorry. I'm just taken aback in a way. I really didn't want to see this character go and stuff. And of course we have a situation where how Lowell just keeps giving away secrets to the student council president because I guess she feels comfortable around him. She probably has a lot on her chest, burden in a way. Now that Garo's unconscious, you can see more of Lowell and her inner thoughts, her expressing herself, of trying to keep things together and still being loyal to Goro no matter what. You know, she's going through a lot herself. So this little fairy thingy deserves a pat in the back for keeping it all together. Because most of us would probably break down if we were in her situation. But anyways, things are starting to get interesting since we're at that halfway point for this season. So I'm invested. Because the funny thing is, first I wasn't invested, but now I am into this. So we'll see where this goes. Right now, things are cooking up. A lot of plot holes, but that's when it comes to God games all the time. There's always a lot of plot holes. It's like the writers do it intentionally, because that's just the rules of the God game. The characters do a lot of things and get away with a lot of things that makes no sense, but they're allowed to because they're in a God game. Battle Royale. So, well, I think I got enough to say. I think I'm just lingering around because it's been a while since I made a video. Been a whole entire week now I think about it. But anyways, that's all I got for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, of course. Hit that bell icon. This has been Madcrownxox, all anime. Signing out.